This is Testimony from the Borders with a news story here coming from Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, you've heard this story by now. The Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. There have been lots of reports. It's all in the mainstream media. But what you don't know, I've been listening, I've been watching, I've looked at a lot of information concerning this. And there are some things that they just, I don't know, for whatever, don't make known. And maybe someone made known. I haven't seen it. I have been listening and I have been listening, but I haven't seen it. So what is it that you don't know about this bridge? First off, a little background history. I have direct connection with Baltimore, Maryland. It's like my second home. We who lived in Baltimore, the Baltimoreans, most of them, they call it Be More. They call it Be More. If you see a comment and someone say Be More, no one understand. That one is from Baltimore. Everybody else call it Baltimore. The people inside say Be More a lot. This was what we always said. So since it's my second home, I know quite a bit about this. I know quite a bit about this bridge. One of the things, if you've never been across this bridge before, you wouldn't understand how tall it really is. And when you're going up this bridge, it seems like you're never going to get to the top. You just climb and climb and climb. See, before it even goes over the water, it climbs. It's very high. If you're afraid of heights, you don't want to go up over this bridge. This is one of the things. I don't hear them talking about how tall this bridge actually is. Another thing. Let me go here. I don't know why, and I know why the media does it, but why others are doing this. They're not making known that this is a toll bridge. Of course, it's I-695. It's a toll bridge. Why is this important? Baltimore, Be More is known to cry broke, cry poor every physical year. They're crying poor and broke. I've never seen any city complain being poor as much as this city. They always seem to be doing something, but they never seem to have money. And there's a reason why. And see, politicians pad their pockets. But this is a toll bridge. The first thing I heard, they need help from the government gonna give them help to build the bridge. Why? Why are they getting help? Now, a little bit of information here. This is the length, 1.6 miles. It's pretty long. 1,200 feet. And the height, 180. The clearance, 185 feet. It's up there. It is up there. It was built March 23rd, 1977, 47 years ago. And just so happens, I'm not going to get into the collapse. We understand what happened with the collapse. This is no accident. It was time for a new bridge. This is the truth. It was time for a new bridge. And they had to build this new bridge. They had to get this new bridge some kind of way. But it was old. And it was time for a new bridge. So the toll, how much is the toll? Let's see. And it's hard to find information concerning this toll. Let me go to it's very hard. But let me just tell you, I don't even see it here. The cars, and again, there it is. This is for the cars. $4. One car to cross this bridge, $4. Now, depending on the size of your vehicle, the price goes up. The 18-wheel trucks, they got a different price. It's up there. And what I'm going to do here, I did a little estimate. What I tried to do, I tried to find how much are they bringing in a year. Before I do that, this is something else people don't know. This is the bridge. This is 695. It goes over the Patapsco River. It's a beltway. I remember before there was a beltway, I remember it was no beltway. There was no bridge. And traffic was congested. You have 95. Most people on the East Coast, you know I-95. I-95 take you all the way down. It takes you all from the north to the south. Anybody traveling from the north to the south, you know I-95. I-95 was congested, and you had to come through here. When they did this opened up nothing but highway. And you can come on right on down here, get back on 95, and keep on trucking it. So it freed up a lot of traffic. When you coming up, you gonna get hit with traffic. Once they did this, it freed up a lot of traffic, and you still gonna get stopped up in here. These cars are just, you can get out and walk faster than they're moving. You still stopping up in here. Now, here, this is 895. This is something people are not talking about. It's not related, but it is related. It's related to the city. It's related to the city rebuilding this bridge. But this is 895. This is the Harbor Tunnel. And this one, 95, Fort McHenry Tunnel. And these are those. Toll tunnels. Toll tunnels. Cars, $3. Depending on what you driving, it goes up. This is the Harbor Tunnel. Cars, $3. Depending on what you're driving, it goes up. All right. Okay. So what I had to do, I tried to find out. I Googled how much Key Bridge makes per year. This is what you can't find. I couldn't find it. What disturbed me the most about this whole situation is the rebuilding process and what they're telling what they're going to have to do in order to rebuild. And they done raked in. You can't figure out how much the city done brought in from the bridge alone. Forget the two tunnels that are tolls. Let's focus on the bridge alone. This is what I did. I did an estimation. You see, I've been across this bridge many times. And when you cross this bridge, especially rush hour, you get hit with traffic. Sometimes the traffic will stop. Traffic. When it already stops when you go to the toll to pay your money. Especially if you don't have an easy pass. And most people back in the day didn't have the easy pass. But I did an estimation. It was just an estimation in my mind. I can't get a number of how much. Let me stroll here. You can Google this. New bridge going to cost at least $400 million. We see that. How much money does this bridge make per year? This is something no one is talking about. And the government just supposed to kick out millions? Why? If they did what they supposed to did, they got a pot of gold. This is what I did. I estimated. They make estimations. We can make estimation. I estimated 20,000 cars per day crossing this bridge. 20,000. And I know that's being very lenient. So I did 20,000 times the 4. And then I did it for the month. 30 days times 30 days. 2.4 million. This is how much they're raking in a month. A month. Approximately 2.5 million for that bridge alone. Don't count the cost of the other two, but remember, Maryland is raking all that money in. What are they doing with approximately $2.5 million a month coming from that bridge that they need to go to the government to get Biden okay? $60 million in aid. They should need aid. Another thing hard to find, the original cost of the bridge. Less than $100 million. The original cost. They say today's term, that's over $300 million. They doing that because they got a package. It's a certain amount that they want. This money, as always ends up in the pockets of politicians. Somebody's about to get richer. We know the truth. When the Twin Towers came down, somebody got richer. This is how they do it. Never let a bad situation go to waste. So this is the backside. This is what people are not talking about. And this is what people need to know and understand. The money they're raking in, and they need help, aid from the government. It's a shame. It is a shame. This is testimony from the borders.